Hey folks, PC here to tell you about a couple of updates that we've made to the gradebook and the lesson plan screen that'll make it easier to use on smaller screens, and also tell you about a few features that we've added at your request. Before we get started, you may have noticed that we've rolled out a new teacher dashboard. You can get to the teacher dashboard by clicking the dashboard link on your main page. This screen is designed to make all tasks the teachers need to do on a daily basis available within one click. You can set this screen as your default by clicking the Set as Default, and you'll go to it automatically when you log in. The screen lists all of your classes. It will show you the average grade for the current marking term, and it will provide links to create a new assignment, create a new post on your classroom page, or create a new message to the class. If attendance has not been taken, you'll see a Take Attendance button that'll take you to the attendance screen. You can go to the gradebook by clicking the average score or by clicking the hat if there is no average grade for the class. If you use online turn-in and there are submissions that are waiting to be graded, you'll see that here, and you can click that to go to your assignment list where you'll see the specific assignments that have submissions that need to be graded. If you have a message from a student, you will see that here at the top, and you can reply to it just like you do on the newsfeed portion of your dashboard. Let's take a look at the changes to the gradebook. Click the hat icon or click the class average to go into the gradebook for a specific subject. The first thing that you'll notice is that the top menu and the left menu are hidden. You can access the top menu or the left menu by moving your mouse up towards the top or by moving your mouse over to the left. You can also click the button at the top, or if you are on a Mac or an iPad, you can swipe down or swipe to the left to show those menus. As you see, they disappear after a few seconds. When the menus are hidden, there's a home icon in the upper left that will allow you to easily get back to your dashboard. The next thing you may notice is that some of the fields on the left have been hidden. Specifically, under the Actions section, we've hidden all of the fields except for the Person Finder that opens the information for the student on the right side, and any alerts. To see more, you can click the Actions icon and you'll see the photo alert waiver, a link to email the student, and the link for the gradebook comments. The Details section also has the person ID hidden. You can see it by clicking the Details button, and you'll see the student ID. On small screens, this will be abbreviated to just the subject name, and it will close automatically when you select a different subject. The Handback button has been shrunken down. When Handback is on, students see their grades immediately. Click it to turn it into manual mode. In this case, students will not see the grades for their assignments until you hand them back, either by clicking Hand Back All or by going to a specific assignment and clicking the dots and then clicking Hand Back. Another feature that we've added is the ability to be warned when you are overwriting an existing grade. To turn that on, click the View menu and then check the box that says Warn when overwriting a grade. If this is on and you go to change a grade, it will ask you if you want to change the grade from 5 to a 6. You can opt to change it, or you can opt to keep it. You can turn that off by going back to the View menu, or you can also turn it off by saying, "Don't ask me again," and it won't ask you anymore. We've added an option that when you fill down, it will tell you if it's going to overwrite grades so that you can choose whether to do that or not. We've added an undo and a redo option over here on the right. If you put your mouse over the backwards arrow, it will tell you the action that it's going to undo. In this case, it will undo the fill down of 24 grades on Test 10. You can also click this arrow to see a list of all of the recent changes, and you can pick a specific change to undo. If you do a fill down, you'll have to undo the whole fill down. If you undo something by mistake, you can click the redo button, and it will redo the change. You may also notice that it has a saving and then a saved icon in the upper right. The gradebook saves as you go, but sometimes it takes a little bit. And if you're in the middle of an edit, you'll notice that the saved text turns to a button that says save. This means that it is not saving because you're still editing a value. If you're planning to leave the gradebook and you notice that this button says save, you should click this before leaving the gradebook. It'll ensure that any field that you are currently editing gets saved. Finally, we've added the ability to copy your conduct and effort grades from a different marking term or from a different subject. To do that, expand the final grade so that you see conduct and effort. And then go to Actions, Copy Grades. By default, it will pick the previous term for the same course, but you can switch it to any other course from any other term that you have access to. And by default, it will copy all available columns. In this case, conduct and effort are available, so you can copy both of those. Click the copy button, and it will move over all of those grades from the previous term. Hopefully, this makes the end of term grading a little bit easier. We've also made some changes to the Digital Review tab. You'll notice that the top menu and the left menu are hidden just like they are on the Grid tab, and that you can access them by moving your mouse up to the top or the left, or by clicking at the top of the left. When you pick an assignment and then pick a student, it will automatically collapse the left side. You can bring the left back by clicking any of these icons over here on the left. So if you want to see your student lists, you can click the student icon. To collapse it again, click the arrow. We've cleaned up a few things. Specifically, we've hidden the audio bar, but you can bring it back by clicking the microphone, and you can use audio grading that way. We've added an option to go full screen, which can be helpful if you're trying to see as much information as possible. Click the button again to go back to the normal view. Finally, we've added the ability to add special codes when you're grading. Simply click the drop-down arrow, and you can pick the special code, such as late or incomplete. These codes will appear here at the top, and they will also appear on the gradebook grid. We've also changed it so when you click skip, it will not go back to the student that you skipped until you've gone through all of the students. As in the other screens, when the menu bars are hidden, we have added a home icon that takes you back to your dashboard. Lastly, we've made a few changes to the lesson plan screen. Click Lesson Plan from your teacher dashboard to get into this screen. Again, you will notice that the top menu and the left menu are hidden. You can access them by moving your mouse up to the top or the left, or by clicking the bars at the top of the left, or swiping down or swiping left on an iPad. When you click an item to edit it, we've cleaned up the differentiation group a little. It is now a series of tabs. You can differentiate your class by clicking Add Group and then selecting the students from the window that pops up. When you view curriculum, we've removed the labels from the icons at the top, but you can still see them when you mouse over. On a small screen, you will notice that eventually the area in the middle becomes just the name of the course and stops showing all of the details. On a very small screen, the middle area will disappear entirely when you open both the left side and the right side. But you can click the calendar icon to bring it back to show the names of the courses. Once you click Save, it will go back to the normal view. We hope these changes make the lesson plan calendar and the gradebook easier to use. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or feedback. You can reach us by clicking the Help icon and then clicking Ask a Question, typing your question, and clicking Post, or by calling 833-222-3359, or by emailing support@digitalacademy.org. Thank you.